Welcome, folks, once again to another episode of the WrestleCord News Break. I'm your host, Ryan. It is May 11th, 2026, and we're here to give you some of the headlines in the world of pro wrestling and MMA. Chris Weidman looks to be headed to the UFC Hall of Fame this July. Weidman is a former UFC middleweight champion who had an MMA career spanning 15 years. He first joined the UFC in 2011, where he stayed up until his retirement early 2025. Weidman is most remembered for fighting the middleweight strap away from the Spider Anderson Silva in the summer of 2013. Chris Weidman will be inducted alongside Demetrius Johnson, Dominic Cruz, and former UFC.com editor Thomas Gerbasi. The introduction ceremony will take place July 9th in Las Vegas, Nevada as part of International Fight Week. A special press conference was held today in Japan to announce the retirement of Hiroshi Tenzan. Hiroshi's last match is scheduled for August 15th at Sumo Hall during the semifinal event for the 36th G1 Climax tournament. Tenzan has spent 35 years in the pro wrestling industry, accumulating an impressive 4 IWGP heavyweight titles. But after back surgery last year, Hiroshi has spoken about having trouble with feeling in his lower extremities, and this is forcing him to step away from the ring. Hiroshi did mention during the press conference that he would love to see Hiroshi Tanahashi, the current New Japan president, come out of retirement to battle him in his final in-ring appearance. AEW's All In London 3 won't be the only show coming from the UK this August, as it was revealed this morning that the Dynamite and Collision immediately preceding the All In Stadium extravaganza will take place on August 24th from the OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. This is the second time AEW will be broadcasting from the Hydro, as they did so last year in the lead-up to Forbidden Door. Tickets go on sale this Friday, the 15th, at 10 a.m. British Standard Time. And before we close what is a very short news break, we'll give you a quick preview of tonight's Raw on Netflix, which emanates live from Knoxville, Tennessee at the Thompson Bowling Arena. This is a fallout show following last Saturday's Backlash. So far on the docket, we have 6-man tag action with The Vision's Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Braun Breaker versus Joe Hendry and the Street Profits. There's sure to be some sparks flying after the musical tributes to Logan Paul's career have not been met well by The Vision. Also, we have another Oba Femi challenge. Last week he destroyed Otis in easy fashion. I wonder who has the guts or lack of brains to step up to the challenge this week. The women's tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige, who were champions for some reason, will make an appearance after being invited by the Judgment Day to Raw. Plus, we'll get a Roman Reigns acknowledgement ceremony with Jacob Fatu. Will Jacob actually give the nod to Roman, or could this just mean even more turmoil for the family? And with that, folks, we come to the end of an extremely short WrestleCord news break. I once again am your host, Ryan, and we hope to see you all again tomorrow.